Hello, 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 grade 12. We're going to do insert into an array again. This time, the user's not going to specify which position to insert into. It's going to automatically, the code must automatically insert into the right place. So for instance, we have an alphabetical list of names here, as you can see, A, B, D, G, all in alphabetical order. We can read that from a text file. So there, read from file. Let's do that quickly. There it is, it's done. Don't have to do it. And then, so the code for displaying has been data copy to array, read line, visible, clear. Okay. That's all done. The code for displaying the array has not been included. Read from file, display data. Let's go and do display data because that's easy. We know that we read from the text file over here. And put it into the array, and the array called AR members. So our count or our RNO of elements, that's our number of elements. So we'll just go use a for loop counter, and we'll say 4k equals 1 to our num elements. And we will then display it in the rich edit. Already output AR element, what is it called? AR members, sorry. AR members, square brackets k. And you saw they were all names in alphabetical order. Should basically clear the rich edit. Okay, let's go and see what happens when you run this program. Read from file. Okay, that's already done. Display data, so there's all the names written to the text file. That have been written from the text file into an array and now displayed. So that's done. Now we're going to put in a surname, an initial, and add new data and add to files. Quite simple, isn't it? But it's not really that simple because those names that are in alphabetical order, the processor has to find the correct place to put the name. So actually that's what you got to do. You got to write the code to go and find that correct position. So after the users entered their surname initials here in EDT name, so let's go and save that now in a nice place. We say sname equals EDT name dot text. We're now going to go and see where does sname stand in our array of members. So we're going to go through our array using not a for loop because I don't want to go through every single name, do I? So here's all our names, okay? If the surname is Johns or Doe, oh we like Doe, I like Doe. So if it's Doe, we know that Doe must come over here. We can see that, can't we? O occurs before U. So the processor can go and check that out, but we want the processor to stop as soon as we find that the name in the array is greater than this name here. So we're going to use we'll have an inum to go through our array. We'll have a b found as well, so that we can stop our loop, and we'll have a while loop. And I'll say num equals 0, and then I'll say while num is less than or equal to, do we make it equal to? No, less than number of elements, elements, oh my word, I have number of RNO of elements, and b found equals false. So we're going to set b found equal to false. Now we all understand this. We want the loop to stop when we find a match, obviously. We want the processor to do more work than is necessary. If we want to add in Doe, we want to go all the way to the end. You want to stop as soon as you find Duma, which is greater than Do. So let's say the name is Do and J. So Do is less than Duma. So Duma, we want to stop the loop when we find Duma. So we're going to go over here. Right, we do need to increment our num, because remember, we're not using a for loop. So we have to have some kind of counter that's going to go, do the thing until we get to our number of elements. Well, if it's equal to our number of elements, do we really want to carry on? No, we don't want to increment, so that is going to be an equal sign there. Because if we have it, if it's less than, okay, if it's less than our number of elements, all right, fine. No, this is right. If it's less than our number, we can increment. And then as soon as we have it equal, we don't want the loop to carry on. So that's fine, just like that. B found false. Now we have to say if ARR members square brackets I num, if that is greater than S name, then we're going to do something. We have to have a little variable, and I'm going to call it rpos. I'm going to say rpos is then equal to whatever inum is. Because that is the position that we actually want to insert it. Let's think about it. Over here, we want to put Do in. 1, 2, 3. Duma is greater than Do. So actually, Do is going to be in position number 3, and Duma is going to be moved up to position number 4, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be moved up. And then we're going to put Do in here. So Do will be position number 3. Duma was position number 3, but we moved him up to number 4. That is how we insert. So we get our rpos equal to whatever our num is, the one that name that is greater than S name. And we know that we can do a mathematical comparison of strings and characters as well as numbers with programming. So, right, now let's move on. Right, we've got our rpos and we've got our name. So seriously, we've got everything, haven't we? Are we going to increment here? What, aren't we supposed to say B found equals false? I mean true. I think so, hey? B found equals true. We sure do have to do that. Right? Yep. We have to say B found equals true. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to do my inserting. I've got my position. I pause. I've gone through my loop with my two while loop conditions, and we finished. We got to that point. B found will be true, so this while loop will stop when we find the position, and now we can use a for loop counter and use our code that we know so well, we memorize for inserting. For k equals INO elements down INO of. Oh, what a counter. But anyway, we've got to use what we've given. Of elements down to rpos, remember? Well, I kept rpos as my variable because I know it. Then AR members square brackets k plus 1 equals AR members square brackets k. So they're all moved up 1. Then we can go and slot our new name into AR members square brackets rpos be equal to S name. Right, so there we have it. Now, what else do we have to do? We're going to display, aren't we? Well, don't forget our display dot. Ooh, we also have to go and increment our number. Remember that display data file can be clicked on any time. So we don't need to call a display procedure, but we have to increment our INO of elements. Elements. We have to increment our counter. And we should be able to just, oh, and we also have to write it. Do we have to write it to the text file? We're going to do that in the next button click. So, but in the meantime, let's go and try and do this. Let's run this program. Well, better save so I don't have a crash here with my program. So save, read from file, done. Display data. Now I'm going to put in Do, J, and then add new data. and then let's display. There it is. It's all done. Now we can write to text file. So it works, and then write to file. That's easy peasy. We can use a text file variable. Is there? Oh, there we have one. Right. Let's hopefully that it's been closed. Yes, it was closed file there. If you can use the same text file variable. Now we're going to assign file. We're not going to check if it exists. We're just going to say assign file, t file. What is it called? Members.txt. We're not going to check if it exists. Why? Because we're going to rewrite it. We're not adding to it at all. And then we're going to use a for loop. VARK with a for loop counter. And we'll say for k equals 1 to I num of elements do write ln t file comma arr members square brackets k, and that's done. And then of course close file t file. Now to prove that it works, go and add. No, we run it hasn't been changed, it hasn't been modified from the last time. So we're going to display the data. Okay, so then I'm going to put in do and j, then I add new data, and I display, and then I write to file, and you're going to go and check now. I shouldn't actually have the text file open while I'm writing. There it is. J is there. Okay. Now, what if I want to add a new name? Okay, let's go and add another name. I'm going to add Jupiter. Just add it. Okay. Display data. There it is. Write to file. And everything is working perfectly. So, you can go and try that by yourself. And as you can see, this section that I did over here was much simpler than the one in the textbook, so this is a much easier method of finding the position than the ones in the textbook. And then all you do is apply your standard code for inserting. Okay, so take care, see you tomorrow.